It's gonna be more difficult than I think. It's different when you like freestyle this shit. Like, cause when I see videos, I got shit to go off of on TikTok, but here I just be freestyling. I don't write nothing on TikTok either, so it'd be difficult. Like, when you can see something and then you can react off of it because you seen the shit, you know what I'm saying? Compared to, all right, let me think about what's happening this week so I can go live and talk about it. That's what I'm dealing with right now. But I'm sticking to my word. I haven't been on here every day, but I'm trying to do as much as I can. And so, we just gonna talk about the basic shit that we always talk about: relationships, politics, life in general. You know, the stuff that got people in a fucking chokehold. Now, I was thinking earlier about relationships and shit, and I was just realizing, like, man, a lot of us are looking for shit that we have never seen an example of. So we really disappointed in our own expectations and other people. So I learned how to understand that, and it just changed everything. Whatever I've been looking for my whole life as far as relationships is way too rare. And it's not worth my time. And again, somebody like me know better. I knew this when I was 27. I'm 33 now. Still spent time trying to do this shit, like thinking there was hope. But the reason I say I knew better is because it's kind of like, what up? The reason I said I knew better is because it's kind of like I always say, if your bed is dirty and you're trying to sleep at night before you fix it, you're gonna complain that you can't get comfortable at night. It's the same thing with relationships. That's why if you notice my videos on here or on TikTok, I talk about relationships a lot. Of people are like, yeah, you always talk about relationships and blah, 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 because you have to fix this shit before you try to get into it. Imagine if your car was broken, you tried to ride somewhere. Where you going? You ain't going to fucking where? I got so many analogies, it's funny, like, you can't go nowhere if your car ain't fixed. The dating game is fucked up, and everybody want to date and live happily ever after. They wonder why it don't work, but they don't want to put in the work to fix it. They think people who talking about it is hurt. You need to get over it. It sounds like you hurt. Who hurt you? Nobody, because I ain't letting them. And that's the problem. That's all motherfuckers want to do is try to waste your time or think they hurting you. It's just a bunch of poison out here. Think about this, though, right? If you got a man or a woman out here, it's always obvious, like, whatever type of person they are, that's what you're gonna get from them. We could talk about, you know, another analogy. Let's say if you got an empty cup, what could you pour into somebody with an empty cup? You don't have nothing. So this person is coming to take. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. What can they pour into you if they don't have nothing? I don't even know what that means. But let me tell you, look, imagine if somebody did have water, but it was like dirt in it. Would you want some of that dirty water? Sometimes that's all people got to give. You look at your relationship experiences, if you actually care about relationships and you've been in them and you never had nobody who ever cared, see what I'm saying? What you have been getting is basically dirty water, negative energy. These people don't have nothing positive to give you, so of course you haven't been getting it. And I think it's crazy how I decided to stay single, just like a lot of people. How come the motherfuckers who bad for relationships can't make that decision? Why do they feel like they gotta be with somebody that they don't care about ruining their relationship with? You know what's crazy? You see this right here in my head? Nobody know what I'm thinking up there. That's what's crazy. So for you to say that, you just projecting. That's what you think. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't know who that is. But that's just funny though, but people like projecting. How you gonna tell me what I think? If you could read minds, man, you should be on top of the fucking world. Don't waste your talent on somebody like me. I always say, man, when people say the crazy stuff, he said, God knows what you're thinking. But God, exactly, nobody know what the fuck he talking about. What is, he said, Aristotle, is that what that is? I honestly don't know what that is. I'm the type of person who never seen Star Wars or Wizard of Oz, like simple shit that everybody's seen, E.T. Never seen it, heard about it. But you know, it's interesting. We can talk about God too. That's an interesting conversation. Because God is not what people think it is. They think it's somebody who just watch everything. It's like me playing a video game, which I'm gonna do later. So subscribe to Twitch, Planet Reality, because we're gonna be playing a game later. But God is not something that's just watching us. If it's real, then you should be able to see it, right? Whatever God people be talking about, they never seen this thing. So what they gotta do, they gotta wait for it to return. And they tell you, you're gonna regret when it return. Yeah, that's bullshit. How is God the Father if it abandoned you and you waiting on it to return and it still haven't came back? You know how many little kids thought their father was coming back from the store with a pack of cigarettes? Somewhere in the ground. I play Red Dead Redemption. What else do I play? NCAA football, Madden. That's just for right now. I gotta get a new Xbox because I need more space. He said, where's the watermelon in the ground, motherfucker? Where they grow at? What you try to be racist? That shit don't work over here. Because you know actions speak louder than words, right? So really, you can come up with a bunch of different names to describe negative people, but that's all it is. It's just a negative person. I don't care what you call it. I wouldn't even call you a racist. You're just an angry person. Like, you weird. Exactly. If I can't see your brain, then how do I know it's real? Well, because they've done studies on human brains before. Matter of fact, I think when I was in elementary, middle school, you remember how they showed us that brain? I don't know if that was a human brain, but you seen it before. No, I'm not talking to you. Ryan Bender says, where's the watermelon? But no, EJ, is that your name? See, that's how you know it ain't real. That's how you know God ain't real, the one they talking about. Because they wanted to seem like it's something evil. It's just watching everything happen. So people will pray, thinking God gonna do them a favor. Ain't that crazy? Somebody just died right now. I guarantee you it in the world. God didn't stop that. But why do people think God gonna do you a favor all of a sudden? That defeats the purpose of free will. Why do you think animals don't pray? It is what it is. You see, if you believe you're a person, then you can be treated like a person, and you will accept being treated like a person. No, the Bible is a lie. It's how you manipulate humans. It's how you program a robot, essentially. But it's not a computer. You get what I'm saying? This is it's different when you program a robot, AI or whatever. But imagine you can program a human. How do you do it? If you want to get a robot to do what you want it to do, exactly. If you want to get a robot to do what you want it to do, you have to program the robot. So how do you program the humans? You know what? And then when you wake up in the morning, what people ask you, what you got planned for today? They don't ask what God got planned for you, do they? Because in reality, you know the truth. When somebody do something bad, that was their plan or they failed to plan. That's what free will is, having a choice. See, the thing is, people believe that God is outside of us, and that's not the case, and that's why it's hard to find it. This is why they got to pray for it. This is why they go to church looking for it in a book. But if God is life, that means that life is God. So what you looking for, you already see every day, every time you leave the house. When you're in the house right now, when you see that little bug that you think is disgusting and you want to kill it, that's what God is. If God is life, then life is God, and it don't need to be nothing else. But they'll tell you it's Buddha, it's Allah, it's Jesus, it's the Father, the Son, the Spirit, and all these other shits. And so that's what you value instead of what you actually see. They tell us that we people, they tell us that these are animals. Because if you knew it was the God, you wouldn't do what you did to it. Exactly. So if God gave you a choice, why would somebody go to hell for choosing to not believe in that shit? Yeah, you're right. They blame the devil, and you know what's crazy? If you use that in court, the same government who teach you about this shit will send you to the crazy home. All of a sudden, the devil ain't real. What happens every time you see one of these psychos say the devil made them do it? The devil was talking to them. Oh yeah, he crazy. Now all of a sudden it ain't real. But every chance they get, the devil is out to get you. The devil, the devil, the devil. You've never seen a devil, but you've seen a human do the shit. The news tell you, the history books tell you, look at who the humans are and what they doing. But we talk about the devil. Never seen it in your life. Talk about God and Jesus. Talk about dinosaurs and aliens, Sasquatch. Anything you can't see, they sell to people. And we buy it. It's amazing. Right? The earth is round, it's flat, it's a triangle. Who cares? It don't change nothing. It don't change racism. To follow him, though, where? The blind, that's why they say the blind leading the blind. You got people in church teaching you, yeah, follow God's path. Where is it leading you to? Path to where? You know our path is just to die. You know that, right? We live just to die. So in reality, if you look at nature, if you look, you know what happened when I turned 27, I'm 33, right? I found out who God really was. And you know what that God told me recently, even though it's been talking to me the whole time since I found out the truth? If, like it said, look at nature if you want to get back to nature. And I can explain in so many different ways why humans don't live in nature no more. We live in society. We live in a society, right? And if you look at the animals, they don't. All right, so look, the thing is, this is what you got to understand. I was about to go in the house and I can't even do that right now. So God is real. I'm just saying it's not the one in a book. But if it's real, now that's because I had a phone call. Move out the way, come here. So basically, look, God is real, but it's not the one that's in the book. Come here. What is wrong with you? You want to get hit by the car? Go sit down. Move, get back. Get back, no, move. She tripping. She gonna get hit by the car. She already got hit by a car before. This dog tripping. Okay, look, God is real, right? But if it's real, you gotta show me where that is. And I can show you the one that's real. But you can't ever find the one that you read about in the book, which is why they waiting for it to return, and it'll never happen. They say you gotta wait to die for that to happen, but people still wait on it to return. That don't make sense, do it? See, the thing is this, it's a creator outside of us, which is responsible for creating the earth, the universe, and everything that's on earth, right? We can only experience it in a form of life, so it has to be in a body. And that's why when you die, the body never move again, because it's just a hold of the spirit. Whatever is keeping us alive right now, that's what God is. You can only experience it through energy or through life. So the people that you see, the animals you see, the food that you consume most of the time, if it's an animal, that's what God is. Well, that's what it was. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, they want us to believe, oh, it's words and images, the word of God. Why do you think they say actions speak louder? Hold on, I'm gonna be back live in like a few minutes. I gotta do something, but I'll be back.